And Susie, I just 60 seconds to answer this question. The question is, where do you think the local economy is at now, and what's the biggest contribution that you would make to changing that?
Thank you, Madonna. I think that the local economy is in the doldrums, and it's to do with a lot of things, to do with the global financial crisis which we've had, the Australian dollar being so strong. But with the economic drivers and the work that we're putting into economic development, as Chair of Economic Development, it's about diversifying the economy. It's about giving new tourism infrastructure back to the city. It's about creating products that people want to bring people in plane loads from China, plane loads from India to come and visit us as a tourism destination, and also looking at the opportunities to create the Silicon Valley. The IT, we've got the underwater cable from Guam, which we can connect. I'm going down to see the Minister about this. We're also going to be looking at an early rollout of NBN. We've got universities that can consolidate and become the Harvard of the Southern Hemisphere. We've got health, we've got medical tourism. We've got opportunities to diversify the economy, while tourism isn't always as safe as we hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Susie Douglas. If you just look at that slide up there on the economy, and you can see that only 6.7% of the city workforce is unemployed, while the national rate is 5.3. Some people argue it is even higher on the Gold Coast. David Power, is that out of your hands, or what influence could a council you need have on growing the economy specifically to enhance local employment?
Madonna, is not out of our hands because a lot of that employment has been caused by council and the fees and charges that it applies. The very simple reason that we can affect it is through that charging mechanism. We make housing affordable through the infrastructure charges. We give guaranteed approval times in special development areas through the planning scheme, and we also introduce no PIP charges, no fees for the first 12 months or the next 12 months so that we can actually get applications moving, as Townsville did 8 months ago. We also need to make sure that we are growing the education sector, and by doing that we will attract research. The other area that we need to grab very quickly is the carbon economy. It's going to happen. We are going to have technological and legislative change. We need to be the centre for carbon trading on the east coast of Australia, and from that will come research opportunities, and those research opportunities into energy consumption and energy production could mean that we can become a net energy exporter rather than a net energy user. These are the sort of things we need to look at.
Thank you. And Tate, you're up next. To get people to invest here, surely you have to attract them here. But particularly with the high property prices, do you think property prices on the Gold Coast are too high, and can council help in that affordability?
Well, the council has a role to play here regarding the PIP charges, slow applications, and the petty approval conditions that kill lender confidence in the city, and I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to create major project approval teams and bring to an end to the social planning madness that is threatening to council. We have to make the Gold Coast a place for all of Asia, especially from China to holiday, buy and invest. We need a leader who can speak their language, do the deal and attract investments. And with education, it's my target to have at least 15% of the population employed in the health and education sector by 2020. That will make us the uni-town of Australia. So to revive all this, we've got to put in place and support the core economy of our Gold Coast is our development ministry. Thank you.
It's time, Tate. Thank you, Tom. To be young now, and outside of the obvious Commonwealth Games growth per young, what do you think authorities need to do to attract investment to the Gold Coast, and how you need the council would you specifically initiate that?
Thank you. I'll just draw the attention to two projects that I'm currently very keenly working on. One is, for example, a sustainability centre of the Gold Coast that would be branded by the United Nations. So we'd be able to create a global centre for sustainability. That's not going to only influence the way that we do business here, but will become a focus of attention for the Pacific, Asia Pacific, and of course the whole world. The second project, and even more exciting perhaps, is something like Guggenheim Museum here in the Gold Coast. Like, there could be nothing better that will make the city outstanding than having a branded facility like that that's going to attract people, 5 and 6 star tourists from China and the rest of Asia. They're the kind of people that we want in this city. And so I give a firm commitment, absolutely, by 2018 we're going to have the world's best cultural centre in this city, and that is going to help transform this city in many ways. So we need leadership from council in significant projects like that, and many more. Thank you.
Thanks, Peter. So Davis, you want to lead this council. So what is the economy that you think should drive the Gold Coast forward, and how would you encourage that?
Look, I believe the entertainment industry is the most powerful industry in the world, and it is. When a poker rides somewhere, what do they say? Oh, he had a rock star reception. Why? Because it's the entertainment industry. Gold Coast is entertainment, and people think, oh, when you say entertainment, you think, oh, forget about that. The entertainment is our beaches. The entertainment is our surfing, our tourism attractions, our theme parks, our casino, our nightclubs. All that is part of the entertainment. And we cannot go anywhere unless the council works together as one. I love when people are saying, we'll do this, I'll do this, and I'll do that. No offence to anyone here. But I'm just sick of hearing it. I've heard it so many times. But if the council hasn't been able to achieve it previously, what makes you think we're going to achieve it now? What makes you think, oh, now we're going to fix it? We've been there for 20 years, but now we can fix it. We're on the wrong track. United we stand. I, as mayor, if I can't achieve it, I will resign and sack the council with them. You don't have to worry.
Thank you. Dr. Davis and Keith Douglas, I think I'll ask you a final question, so you can do that. Keith Douglas, tourism is down, construction is down, retail is down. Does the Gold Coast need to think about a new economy, and if so, what would it be?
Well, I'm certainly thinking about a lot of opportunity. The first thing that I've got to address is the fact that we don't have the fundamentals right. And that's why I spoke about, if you're talking about tourism, you need to be able to move people to and from the airports properly. The first thing I'd say is we may have the worst council in Australia, but we are still probably the best place in the world to live. And people come from overseas and they love it. I've had 2 clients come to the Gold Coast in the last 2 weeks for the first time, and they said, this place is amazing, but you've got things missing. You don't have the infrastructure right. We've got to get our fundamentals right. I'm going to get my fundamentals right. I'm doing industry research on 15 different groups, so at some point you'll hear from me. So I'm going out to the industry over the next 3 months, and I am going into detail as to what you see the problems are. In February, I'll bring my policies out. In terms of economy, I've spent 20 years overseas. I've got connections right through. I know what people want. I know there are opportunities there. There are things we can do a lot more for tourism. There's a lot more we can do in the property sector. So I know the opportunities are there. Thank you.